we had a guest, and she's a great lady. She took a different job in Montana, so she couldn't be here. So these people came all the way from Minneapolis just to be with you tonight, or St. Paul? St. Paul, much better. And this is another love letter to you Minnesotans out there. Look at that. The best Minnesota has to offer today, right on stage.
I love you guys. We're the backup, so we're gonna have fun, you know?
No, you're not the backup. It's in God's providence, it's always better. He provides. And that's why I just say, let go and let God. Do your best, let God do the rest. Faith, family, friends. All right, Lauren, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I graduated in the spring from University of Mary. I'm a sport and leisure management major and a Spanish minor. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota. So anybody from St. Paul out there? Ooh, it's like West.
Just start listing suburbs. We could spend 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Wayzata?
the Twin Cities.
The cities. Oh, I can't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I am right now working as a landscape gardener, and I just had a job interview yesterday for it's a life enrichment coordinator position, so it's very related to leisure. I'm a big fan of leisure. I just got married about 2 months ago. I didn't expect to be married at 22, that's for sure. When I started UMary, I went in thinking I am not expecting to meet anybody. The odds are against me on that front. 70% were women, 30% were men, and I was totally fine with that. I really love being single, and I think that just so you know, God's got your back, and whatever His plan is the best. So, yeah, and I'm surprisingly married at 22 now.
Nice. Well, mazel tov.
I am Lauren's mom. She is an amazing daughter, as some of you know her very well. Excuse me, I have 2 daughters, and I'm married for 30-some years now.
Yes.
It's quite the feat. You just have to keep on.
2 months and a couple of days.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So between you, there's 30 years of successful marriage.
That's right.
And Karen, you've been doing, we came back to the March for Life last year, which you have 13 minutes to register for to be eligible for the sweepstakes here. But we came back, and when we come back, we stop at the cathedral in St. Paul, have Mass with Archbishop Hebda. And, nice. You can support that, our metropolitan here in Bismarck. But you were recognized what was the award you received?
No, it's a lay woman award for life, for working for life for a number of years. So that was quite an honor.
Yeah, so we all got to be there.
Surprise, grateful.
It was beautiful. And so what was some of the work that you did to get there?
For over the years, since college actually, I volunteered at Birthright in St. Paul, and I'm currently the director there. So just think about what you get started in college and where you could end up. So I'm doing that. That's my main thing right now, but I'm also on the board of directors of Philomene House, which is a homeless, it's a place for homeless women and children. And I'm also the Respect Life coordinator at my parish, and I'm also on the ACCW board, so I have a hard time saying no, as you can see. If it's to do with life, I'm on board, so.
What parish are you at?
I'm at Nativity of Our Lord in St. Paul.
Yeah, some people from there.
Yeah. And we've been planning some great things with 40 Days for Life, and I'm doing a diaper drive for Birthright, and just trying to get the word out and get people involved.
Nice. And tomorrow we have our first State March for Life that's not in January, which is nice. And that's the real reason why they're cold. But you can't, it's something as serious as marching for life. It can't be nice weather. That's against the law. So it has to be cold. That's why this cold front's moving in. But it's exciting. It's the first one recognized by the National March for Life, so it's kind of an official affiliate of that. And so that's another opportunity for you tomorrow. So it's exciting, Mass of the Bishop, and then the State March. So one of the reasons I wanted Karen to come on is because we, you don't think of me as a young person, but I'm a younger person than
Still
some.
young.
Because you met John Paul in '88.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was
have
dead.
an amazing opportunity.
So, different generations, but that generation, the little bit older generation, they put in a lot of work so that when we go to March for Life, you're with 100,000 young people and older people, but like it's this huge it's the biggest rally in Washington year to year. Like there's individual ones that are bigger, but like year to year, that's by far the biggest one. And it's just an awesome event, even though it's around a very difficult issue. It's such a beautiful thing, but it's because of people that have worked for decades and decades for this to come to fruition. Of course, culminating with the overturning of Roe v. Wade. We're gonna have a daytime show. This is like perfect for daytime TV. A mother and daughter who love each other. It's so nice. It's so nice to see. But it's thanks to the work that your generation's done. I just want to recognize that and thank you for that.
Thank you.
Sure. And then in Cillian, your daughter, why don't you, Lauren, tell us about your experience with Collegians for Life here?
Sure. So I guess I've always been pro-life. My mom has always been very clear about life and how it began, how it continues, that we're to respect everybody no matter what. And so that just definitely made an impression on me as a child. Carried through high school. I was the president of the high school. Any St. Agnes people out there? Yeah? Okay, that was St. Agnes. So that kind of carried through, and then of course University of Mary is very known for pro-life movement here. So I wanted to get involved right away. Started just coming to meetings. Freshman year, carried through. Did various leadership things every year, and then was president last year. So, shameless plug for Collegians for Life, everybody. It's great. So look out for those posters.
Yeah.
They're wonderful.
No, it's good, and it really was. I think the famous story of the kind of the pro-choice activists who looked down and said at the March for Life, she's like, "My God, they're so young." It's like that's what changed it. And young people have an impact. That's how you get old, is when you say young people. That's true. There's a lot of young people. And so it is really important what each generation kind of does in response to great evil, great difficulty in our time. So you get the official late show attaboy. Bring out the board. No, we gotta get a board. So you graduated. Can you just talk like a little bit in general about what that transition's been like after graduating from college? What's it been like for you?
Well, for me, it's been interesting because I got married this summer, so I was looking for work. I was very flexible. I worked last year as a landscape gardener, and they were happy to have me this year, thankfully. So that was just kind of a transitional, getting the sun in the summer, and then, it's interesting when everybody else goes back to school and you don't. I think it's been beautiful in a way because I'm seeing where the Lord is working in a different part of my life. My identity isn't as a student necessarily. It's like I'm made in the image of God, and that's where He's leading me wherever I go. So I think right now I'm kind of looking for a little bit more permanent kind of job. I just applied to occupational therapy school too, so that's kind of the direction I'm heading. And then just settling into community back home in St. Paul has been wonderful. Just looking for opportunities to serve in a different way, kind of carrying what I've learned here into my life back home, and just seeing that college has blessed me abundantly here and prepared me for my life journey.
Nice.
Wanted me to mention. So now that I'm back at a parish, it's actually kind of funny because Father God called me up last week or whatever and was like, "Hey, are you doing any work with pro-life movement still?" And I was like, "Funny you should ask." It's just funny how the Lord works because I've worked in my high school, college, in the pro-life movement actively, and I'm always, that's my heart. I'm always going to be there in the pro-life movement. But my mindset, which maybe isn't good, but just here we go. I'm going to just tell you guys, be like, humbling moments, okay?
Judge-free zone.
Judgment-free, okay. You can judge, it's okay. It's good for me to be humbled. But I was kind of like, okay, I've done that. Like, I can kind of take a little break here, done that leadership grind. And then my husband and I were thinking about how we can serve our church better. Just like now that we're more settled down, we were praying about it, and he's like, I think we should ask Father David, our pastor. It's like, maybe he would know best because he's the one on the ground seeing everything better. And so after adoration, we went and talked to him, and he's like, well, I think you should ask Jesus about that. And we're like, well, we did. He told us to ask you, so sorry.
You'll run around, yeah.
But so he's like, okay, I'll think about it, I'll pray about it, and then I'll get back to you. So we were thinking, oh, maybe we could be on like an evangelization team. Maybe we could, I don't know, join the choir, something like that. And then he emails us and is like, so it seems that we are lacking a pro-life coordinator as the other one just retired. So we're wondering if you maybe would be able to become the pro-life chair at the church. And I was like, okay, Lord, like I see this is like what we're meant to do, and I'm really excited. It's beautiful when you see the Lord's plan is like, it's better than our plan.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that.
Do you think that college students should be stressed out about what's going to happen to them after college?
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
I didn't know the answer was that. Yeah, no, that's a great message that it works out. But you also sow the seeds. You sow the seeds now for what you read later about getting involved now. That cultivates in you a habit of mind, of will to do it later, right? So you were involved with Collegians for Life, so it wasn't a big jump for you to say, oh yeah, I can do that at parish level, and then at the national level, the international level, President of the United States, I don't know, I vote for you. And Karen would too, so you got 2 votes. But Karen, what are some of when you see your daughter becoming an adult, I think that's one of the things that is pretty interesting during your experience. Like, how does that impact you, I guess?
Well, it's been pretty amazing. One thing I was going to say that I noticed, you think, oh, she's doing landscaping, but she's not just landscaping. She's sowing other kinds of seeds with her coworkers, and so that's been really beautiful to see. She has some interesting people she's been working with. I find they're all very fun and beautiful people. But she's had some really interesting conversations while gardening about all kinds of things, haven't you?
Yeah, I like to chat it up, Like, if you want to chat, I'm there to talk about it. Whatever you want to talk about.
And I don't know if you've ever seen her car, but she has a lot of bumper stickers on the back of her car.
Oh, classic. I wonder where she gets that from.
Yeah, I think she...
Mrs. McCann has brought bumper stickers with her. She has a
If
whole crazy pro-life mom bag with her.
I've got all kinds of
she's itching to give
stickers.
stuff away. So you talk to her after the show, and she'll give you a bumper sticker, the pin, right, the little feet
Got
pin.
my little baby feet.
She's got a T-shirt on. This is the. Oh,
all right, I'm not.
I can't believe I did this. There we go. What did you ask me backstage?
I'm gonna fall because I'm tangled up.
Okay.
She asked Father Dow, can I ask if I can flash the audience?